All right. Just started this up. We are good to go. I just started everything up for my little wrestling podcast here. Welcome to Talking Logic. Today we are going to be talking about SmackDown and how it went. I loved it. It was perfect. We're going to also talk about SummerSlam, the plans WWE has. We're also going to be talking about why I'm not going to be, doing this next week. And then moving forward into the future for WWE. This actually being the next pay-per-view, Hell in a Cell, which is odd to have in the summer, but I guess we're heating things up, so we can get to that. Let's talk about SmackDown now, because I feel like we should get right into it, just jump straight into it. So, SmackDown was a good show. How it opened, how it started, it was so well. If you watched it, great. If you didn't, it's okay. I got you covered, because I am the logical predictor. And today, we got this for you. So, we saw a big tag team match between the Usos and the Street Profits to kick us off. The Usos haven't wrestled in like a year. A year. Crazy as it is, a year. So, this is going to be some great action in ring work from the Usos. I loved it. Before the match even started, we got to see Jay and Jimmy come out after the Street Profits, of course, cut a promo in a sense saying that, the Usos haven't wrestled in like a year. Now Jimmy's back. Da 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 da. So, for all that, Roman gave Jimmy his blessings, I guess, saying good luck. And Jay just sitting in the back, wondering like where he stands. It's kind of a rough edge for Jay because Jay's stuck in the middle of this. Roman head of the table, Jimmy trying to be a loyal brother. That's great. Bloodline brothers. They might as well call themselves the Brood or the New Brood. Blooder, man, come on. But no, the Usos defeated Street Profits in a uphill battle. Obviously, I love this. Obviously, calling this a dream match, but then Jay Uso comes out of nowhere and just says, "Freaking that this dream match, this so-called dream match, can be a nightmare." The one thing I loved as they at the end of the promo, "Welcome to the Uso Penitentiary." Haven't heard that in a long time. So what happened is that as Montez Ford had this set up, Montez Ford went for the high-flying frog splash, but Jay was able to pull Jimmy out of the way in time. But then Angelo Dawkins took out Jay. Jimmy, Montez, both legal men. The super kick to the face. Jimmy Uso pins Montez Ford for the victory. So that look actually came about, really. Again, we need to realize that Jimmy's position within this whole thing, I think I said this last week, Jimmy is going to join Roman's faction. It's not going to be now. Somewhere later, he'll join the faction because of his brother. His brother is the reason why Jimmy is joining the faction because of his brother. Roman is the top dog. He's number one. His right-hand man, Jey Uso. But then you got Jimmy Uso. And Jimmy Uso, we've seen it so many times. Jimmy is going to join because of his brother. It's going to be because of his brother. Roman's going to do something to Jay, just like he did to Jimmy at Hell in a Cell. You guys remember that? He kind of baptized Jay. So he's going to do the same to Jimmy. What I do want to discuss is the ending, but we'll get to the ending when we get there. Great match, honestly. I think this was like I'd give this like a 3-star, 3 out of 5, 3 to 4 star match. I'd say it was a pretty good match. But then we got some new action. Another tag team match, but in the form of a women's division match. And I always think the women's division tag team needs to be put second match. Because if we put it the second, like if you put the women's tag team division in the second match of SmackDown, it fits perfectly. Because then you got all the other you can do next. We saw a women's match. We saw Tamina and Natalya come out with their championships on there. And we saw the Riot Squad. Riot Squad out of nowhere, just out of nowhere. Riot Squad just. I think WWE's realized like they've used Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler so much. We gotta use other tag teams. We gotta use other tag teams. Come on. Gotta use them. Gotta utilize them. Doesn't matter. Riot Squad did, in fact, show some in-ring work. Especially from being like out of nowhere. Last time we saw him, I think it was WrestleMania. Right? No, yeah. I don't know. I think it was WrestleMania. Let me know in the comments. But doesn't matter. I saw it in work. It was pretty good. Liv Morgan on the outside with Natalya, that double knee to the face. And then Tamina, bro. Just Tamina. No Mina than Tamina. Nobody meaner than Tamina. Oh my god, like she freaked Ruby Riott out when she freaking tried to like arm drag her, but oh my god, she stopped it. Tamina and Natalya picking up a victory over the Riot Squad here, obviously, after hitting a top rope flying snooker splash. I'm gonna call it now. Snooker splash. This was gonna be snooker splash. Just wait. I'm gonna title that. Snooker splash. I'm going to also say here that I really think the Riot Squad are heels now. I don't know, but like the fact that Tamina and Natalya were portrayed as heels until they faced obviously Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. So to have them as faces is pretty weird. But in the same sense, you could see it as a way of like they're going to keep them face, which I said, like, they shouldn't just go back to heels. Oh, they're just faces just to win the championships. Are we going to pull like what we do with Bobby Lashley? Oh, Miz is the heel. Bobby Lashley obviously was a heel, but now he's going to be a face just to, do that. No, we shouldn't have to do that. Should not have to do that. I feel like you should give them a good face run, see how it goes. If it does not go the way you want it, like if they're aggressive, which the both of them are, kind of in their own sense. Tamina more say aggressive. If they are portrayed or booed or in a sense looked at as a heel group, then obviously the crowd boos them. Like, I mean, come on, really, the crowd could be not pleased. But that's only if the crowd is not pleased. The universe is not pleased with them being like, of them being aggressive. What they do in the ring really shows us audience what, whether they're heel or not. Again, just it's in-ring work. Then we got I don't think it wasn't a championship match, even though they put SmackDown Women's Champion Bianca Belair. SmackDown Women's Champion Bianca Belair came out and defeated Carmella. Obviously, Carmella getting an interview and really just tone it down to, say that she's been a champion before. She could probably do it again. But Bayley came out of nowhere, right behind, obviously getting a commentary seat, sitting there listening to Michael Cole and Pat McAfee go on ramble about the match. But she was the highlight. She was just sitting there, got a camera up in her face, like just looking at the camera, or her not even looking at the camera. It's like when I look at the camera, but I'm just looking in a different direction. I'm looking up. It's like someone taking your picture, bro. Like, say cheese. But no, Carmella got hit with the KO. Carmella got hit with the KOD from Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair picked up the victory. Bayley actually stood on top of the announce table, laughing at the EST of the WWE. So moving forward for this, really, where the hell is Sasha Banks? Like, where the hell is she? We haven't really seen her. To be completely honest, we haven't really freaking seen her. Last time we saw her was like, after WrestleMania? That SmackDown, just a little interview. She got all pissed, like, storms off. Like, where the frick is she? God damn. Where in the hell is that girl? If you're gonna make it a triple threat match, you gotta have that girl back in somewhere. Maybe next week. Some point, maybe somewhere. I don't know where the hell she was. Ladies and gentlemen, we gotta give it up for Seth Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins. Happy birthday too, by the way. His birthday was yesterday. He's 35 now. So young, man. So young. So young Seth Rollins is. Like, you know what's crazy is that Seth Rollins is 35 and Cesaro's 40 something. So their age is just a big part in their feud now. But yeah, Seth Rollins provided a medical update on Cesaro. All you just heard was like I don't even think that was Cesaro's fucking like voice. It was just animated. He just started laughing. Like, yeah, just kind of happy birthday to me. You know, like, but I think WWE is going with this like Seth character a little bit too far, kind of almost similar to the Fiend. Like, I really think that Seth Rollins, like, just I don't know how to say it, like. Seth Rollins just freaking no, sorry. Seth Rollins literally, like, he was just like, I blacked out. I don't know what happened. How did you didn't black out, bro? You didn't black. How the hell you black out after you just attacked Cesaro? Fake ass shit. Like, just how are you gonna black out after attacking Cesaro? Then to just see Cesaro getting carried away. And there, so obviously Cesaro is still injured with his arm, so he wasn't on SmackDown. But this better pay off. Like, I'm saying this right now. If this is a real big setup for a match at Hell in a Cell, I'm all for it. And it better be in a Hell in a Cell match. Because that drip, that's another one wearing, that drip, solid. Drip was solid, boys. Drip was solid. That man was wearing such a good birthday drip. Should have wore something else. Should have wore, like, maybe some, like, had some birthday cakes or something on there. Had some, like, you know, maybe the ink. Maybe the ink. Or a candle dripping. Or a candle dripping. Get it? Candle drip. Oh my god. Drip. When you say drip, you gotta say it drip. You need that at the end. Drip. Only with Seth Rollins. Only with Seth Rollins. Screw off Johnny Drip Drip. You can say drip drip. You can say drip. You don't have to go drip. Doesn't matter. Cesaro will come back. He'll win this feud, obviously, with Seth Rollins. He's not done with him, but in Hell in a Cell, and a Hell in a Cell match is going to happen. Kevin Owens, out of the gates, I don't know what in the hell happened on SmackDown. Like, I kind of blacked out after seeing this match. Like, Kevin Owens took on Apollo Crews. They had their match. Kevin Owens, right out of the blues, right out the gates, just attacked Apollo. It made Apollo look like shit. If I'm going to be completely honest, it made Apollo look weak. WWE, you can't be doing that. In my eyes, I see Kevin Owens just out of the gates, fucking like brutalizing, beating. Sorry, I'm just adjusting myself. Brutalizing, beating Apollo. Like, that's not okay. You have a heel champion. He's supposed to be ready for those things. You can't just throw Kevin Owens at him like he's just some hunk of garbage. Like, Apollo needs to be ready for this. You can't just let him get manhandled by Kevin. For that matter, get stunnered. Or for that matter, get a frog splash. Let him actually get the knees up or something. Hell, I wouldn't be pissed. Honestly, if you wanted to do this, like, Kevin Owens obviously should have won by, like, this was a good thing for disqualification. But it was a good time for disqualification, especially with Kevin Owens beating on Apollo. Like, that disqualification made sense. That disqualification made sense. Like, you're not gonna have Kevin Owens beat up Apollo just to have, like, win 1, 2, 3. That's not gonna happen. But on Apollo's side, it does not make him look strong. It does not. If you look at the match, if you watch the match full from start to end, if you watched it, and if you go on WWE's page on YouTube and watch it from start to finish, Kevin literally just goes ham on Apollo. Like, what is this? I thought Apollo was supposed to be strong. It's supposed to be, you know, kind of like Gable if he ever got a push. But Apollo Crews is not strong here. Kevin Owens beat his ass. And I know Kevin's a pretty big man, in size. But still, you still have to give you have to give something to Apollo. You have to have him have some strength and something. Like this match it was just a small ass match, probably a minute match, you could say. I mean, yeah, Apollo kicked out one time. One time. That was it. One time. But he got stunned. And he countered. Okay, Apollo made a hat kick there. But he had a pop up. Kevin Owens had a pop up power bomb set up for him. He countered that. Could have kicked him and had some win on him. But Kevin Owens had this match in the bag. He literally had this. Aziz. Blasted KO with that Nigerian nail. Which, again, resulted in disqualification. Now, disqualification kind of made sense. Especially with Kevin Owens being freaking strong as hell. Like, I know you want to make Kevin... Like, if that's the plan, if WWE is actually doing this, you're making Kevin Owens strong. Kevin Owens was already strong. Did you not see him beat Sami Zayn? That's strong in my book. Sami Zayn was a great Intercontinental champion, and he's good on the mic. Where the hell was he? Like, obviously the Nigerian nail made sense, but if you wanted to make it even better, I feel like afterwards, I know Kevin Owens got hit with the Nigerian nail so hard, but like afterwards, you could have just had Sami Zayn come out and just laugh at KO as he's rolling on the ground, just to make sure that Sami Zayn's just watching, he's lurking. You know what I mean? He's not fighting, he's lurking. It's like Predator versus Prey in a sense. And I say in a sense because it's not really similar, but again, it's like a predator lurking for prey. So really, you could have had Sami Zayn just come out of nowhere and just start dancing on Kevin Owens. Like, you could have just had that. Like, that would have been even funnier. Like, I would have laughed at that. You could have made him you could have made a comedy act like that. Like, that's something that R-Truth would do. Like, if you think about it, like if R-Truth was this, like if you just saw, like, just imagine Kira Tozawa, 24/7 champion, gets rolled up 1, 2, 3 by Kevin Patrick, and he's just knocked down the ground, or like, Kira Tozawa's like, what? And he gets punched in the face, and you just have R-Truth there just like dancing. It's funny. Like, but in all seriousness, like if you wanted to go serious or joke, sometimes you need a laugh. Sometimes you need a kick out of wrestling. So with that reason, I feel like Sami Zayn should have been there at the end, laughing or dancing to make it a little bit laugh, Sure, I'm still here, bitch. But no, this made Apollo Crews look kind of weak. It really did. Even with Azim there. If Azim was not there, guarantee WWE should have pulled the trigger and have Kevin Owens beat Apollo just because he got beat, and then complain, and then have Apollo complain to Adam Pearce and saying that, oh, Kevin Owens doesn't deserve an opportunity. He beat me unfairly. Again, that would still probably make no sense. But it doesn't matter. Apollo got beat by Kevin. Whether it was by disqualification, count out, he still got beat. So Kevin Owens is next in line for the Intercontinental Championship, meaning that at Hell in a Cell, we're going to see, maybe, I'm not sure if this is true, but maybe Apollo Crews versus Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental Championship. And I'm okay with that. Apollo's still retaining. I'm still going to wait for that match to be confirmed. But yeah, if that match does happen, that's my prediction. I'm telling you straight up. Apollo Crews ain't letting go of that championship just yet. Because we still got one person who's going to be taking that title away from it. I don't know who's going to take... I know who's going to take it away from him. I don't know how he's going to do it, especially with Azim there. But someone's going to take it away from him. I'm telling you that right now. Then we saw the King of Strong Style. But before we got Rick Booze. Oh my God, I love that. If they keep doing that, I'm going to keep watching SmackDown. That's got me tuned into SmackDown. There are 3 things on SmackDown that I am into. The Usos and Roman Reigns. Like, that's just a whole fucking one group. Okay? Shinsuke Nakamura, Rick Booze. And probably the Intercontinental Championship. Oh, no. Sorry. Cesaro and Seth Rollins, not the Intercontinental Championship. Well, I don't know what the hell I'm saying. So Cesaro, basically. Cesaro. But yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura took on Chad Gable, which is it was an all right match. It wasn't that it wasn't bad. Shinsuke Nakamura pulled out a victory, but King Corbin obviously took the crown. But Rick Booze came out and helped Shinsuke Nakamura, punching King Corbin, dropping his crown. Shinsuke picked it up and put it on his head. Just to hear, like that guitar, man. Like, man, I don't know how that's going, but oh my god, was that great. It was amazing to have that. Just complete, utter, like guitar, bass playing, just like whatever it is. I loved it, and just like it's like, oh my god, I don't know, man. It gets me excited to just see that. Just when you have a wrestler have their own theme song, like Sun, or you know, sing song, whatever you want to, or just played with guitar, whether it's a instrument, piano, or it's an instrument like a piano or bass or fucking drum. I don't know. It's just great. It's great. But yeah, Shinsuke pulled out a victory against Chad Gable. I'm pretty excited for that. I don't know what they're going to do with Shinsuke and Baron. I think that's a pretty good that's a great idea. King versus King. King Corbin versus King of Strong Style. But then we got a vicious attack for Rey Mysterio before their match, I think. Yeah, for their match. Rey Mysterio had to go it alone. Oh, no, not Rey. Rey got attacked. Dominic had to go it alone. This callback to Backlash. So Dominic had to go it alone after Rey suffered an injury. But towards the end of the match, obviously Dominic was getting put down by the Dirty Dogs. They actually should call themselves the Bad Dogs, because if you looked at Dolph Ziggler's hair, he got a fucking whole mullet. Like, look at that shit, bro. Robert Roode looks like a pit bull with that freaking beard. So they ain't the Dirty Dogs. They should be the Bad Dogs. You might as well start calling them the New Age Out Dogs. New Age Out Dogs. The Showstopper, Dolph Ziggler. The Badass Robert Roode. The New Age Out Dogs. And they just get outdogged by everybody. Like, then they become the New Age Out. Then they become the New Age Outlaws. Like, that's great, bro. That is great. Actually, it should be flipped. It should be flipped. The Glorious Robert Roode. The Showstopper Dolph Ziggler. The New Age Outdogs. Like, I feel like Dolph Ziggler really. It's because of the Famouser. But Rey Mysterio came out towards the end, got distracted. Dolph Ziggler got off the apron, tried to fight Rey was going to go fight Rey Mysterio. Dolph Ziggler was trying to see what was going on with Rey Mysterio coming down the entrance, going to try to fight him. Dominic, out of nowhere, he's on top of the shoulders of Robert Roode. Put up into us, just rolled up. 1, 2, 3, done. Dominic Mysterio pinning Robert Roode again. Retaining the SmackDown Tag Team titles. And Dominic did it all by himself. He did it all by himself. It was literally a one-on-one. It was literally a 1-on-2 handicap match. But then we got some other news, because that's when you heard, "Ooh, so Yahoo!" Like I shouldn't even like move past the fact that the Usos said that they are Mario and Luigi. So who the fuck is Roman? What is he, Bowser? Yeah. What is he? Like, is he Bowser? Like, if this is a game, like, is he fucking Bowser? And do remind you, Mario and Luigi are not brothers. They're fucking cousins. I'm going to hit the bricks on you to get my coins up. I fucking love that line. Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso are fucking my favorite tag team, bro. They're just my favorite tag team. One of my favorite tag teams, but they are my favorite tag team. But yes, they came out into the ring. They talked to they actually just stood there, looked at champs, said we're going to take those titles, because obviously we did see that them taking fucking like just they just literally like wanted them to defend their titles again. Oh, we're gonna defend your titles. We're gonna defend our titles against you. 5-star match right there. I got to give it to you from Dominic Mysterio, man. I want to go back on one more thing right here. I did not know. I don't even know if this was a match. I don't even know if this was the title. This was another title match. But if you did watch SmackDown, did you catch on to the fact that Kevin Owens won by disqualification and them saying, but still, you're Intercontinental Champion, Apollo Crews? Like, I don't know if you guys, I heard that I was watching the match. It was the last match I saw before I went to bed. Because I was pretty tired, pretty annoyed, personal reasons too. But again, I don't know if it was a title match, because people, when it's a title match, if it ends in disqualification, they'll say the winner. So if it's Kevin Owens versus, Apollo Crews, which it was, disqualification, Kevin Owens wins. But then after, if it's a championship match, they'll say, but still, you're Intercontinental Champion, Apollo Crews. Well, then I guess this was a title match, because they wouldn't have said that if it wasn't for the title. So I guess it was. Weird as fuck. I don't know why they said it. I still love the ending of SmackDown, but we got in-betweens of Roman, Roman just, having a free day to himself. Obviously, no worries. Except for Jimmy. But he talks to Jay about if he's ready to become champion. This is a great little thing to discuss about, because is Jay really ready to become champions with his brother? But also looking at it, Jay's stuck in the middle here. So what is he going to do? What is Jay going to do? Like, Jay is it's a pendulum, really. Swing back and forth. Jay is like, if you guys ever seen a pendulum, it's the thing that swings back and forth. You guys probably know what it is. But Jay is the pendulum. Jay is literally the pendulum. One side is Roman, the other is Jimmy. Jay swings one side, he swings towards the other. It just goes in that sense. He doesn't know what he's going to choose. But even though he says Roman, he's always back to Jay. So he's a pendulum. He's not a fucking dog who just keeps going from one owner to another, back to the owner. No, he is a pendulum. Because 1 minute he's with Reigns, next minute he's with Jimmy. Jay's a pendulum. It all will come down at Hell in a Cell, which I think will be Roman versus Jimmy. In a Hell in a Cell match, probably I Quit. The same match he did baptizing Jay. But unlike the ending to Jay and Roman's match, we're going to see a different ending. Because it ain't going to be Roman putting the guillotine on Jay. No. Roman's not going to put the guillotine on Jimmy. Or, well, he will, but he will not say, I quit. What it will be is, it will be Jay siding with his brother. I say this because I feel like the Usos, if they're going to be tag team champions, they need to side with each other. They need to stick together. Will Jimmy win the match, though? No. But the reason I'm saying he's going to side with his brother is because Jay is going to... Jay's going to help Roman in the beginning. Like, don't underestimate the fact that he's going to help him in the beginning, but when it comes back to it, he's going to attack Roman. He's going to hit Roman. He's going to piss Roman off. He's going to try to do it. But as Jay sits there in the corner and watches, Jay's going to sit there and watch this all unfold. You might as well have Jay be the referee of this match. Special guest referee, Hell in a Cell. You might as well make that match. Like, that's probably better than the I Quit. But if we're getting the Usos versus Dominic and Rey Mysterio for the tag team titles next week, are the Usos winning? No. They're not becoming champions right now. No, we do not need that right now. We haven't even seen Ray and Dominic take on the Street Profits. So no, we're not getting new champions. We're keeping the same. The reason for this is because they're going to set up Roman versus Jimmy at Hell in a Cell, inside of Hell in a Cell. Or it's just a one-on-one fucking match. Like, that might as well be it, too. You might just see Bobby Lashley and fucking, well, we did see 3 Hell in a Cell matches, so we could get Cesaro and Roman. Or no, Cesaro and Seth. Roman and Jimmy. Drew and Bobby. And yes, I'm sorry, but I love Kofi Kingston as much as I do. I feel like Kofi should have got a title match on that episode of Raw. Still, even if Kofi fucking, like, literally, even if Kofi fucking lost the match, I don't care. At least Kofi fucking got his rematch for the WWE title. He really didn't get his rematch for the WWE title. They should fucking, WWE just put him right back in the tag team, which is the dumbest move yet. Dumbest move WWE could do with Kofi. That was a waste. WWE should have, go, Kofi. You want a rematch for the WWE title, man? Be like, sure, dog. What's up? Title match? Guess who? Brock Lesnar. My shit is pants if he actually said Brock Lesnar at the time. Oh my god, that would have shitted. He would have probably been like, oh. But it's the thought getting, just him getting his title match, rematch. Like, that's what should happen on Raw. Not the fucking whole, like, oh, well, we're gonna put you up against Drew McIntyre. You beat McIntyre, you get your title opportunity. Like, what? Then the fact to have fucking Lashley beat, Lashley and MVP just interfere in the fucking match and just, like, have it restart next week. I don't know who the fuck. I don't know if Adam Pearce backstage was the one who did this shit. But, like, come the fuck on, man. Like, rematch after rematch after rematch. How many times are we going to get a rematch? You don't see, like, SmackDown may do it, like, a couple times here and there. But still, what the fuck? So I do not know if they are going to get a title opportunity next week, or if they are, but it sounds like they are because of how they said it. So if it is for the tag team titles again, which is a good way to promote Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio in WWE, defending the tag team titles at least 2 times a week. Or not 2 times a week, but 2 times, or just once a week. It's great for SmackDown. It gets viewers tuned in. Title matches always get viewers tuned in. Stipulations get viewers tuned in. So, like, that's how it just rolls, you know? So, for this match, as much as I did talk about Raw and how that's going, focus back on SmackDown because we're covering it. If it's for the tag team titles, the Usos are not winning. This is too soon to put the titles on the Usos. We haven't even seen a proper title run with Rey and Dominic. When are they going to lose the titles? SummerSlam. I predict SummerSlam. We do not need we need a lengthy tag team title run. And WWE likes to promote, especially SmackDown, promote Rey Mysterio a lot. Buy his product. So anything Rey Mysterio, SmackDown's willing to, skyrocket profit. Boom, 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 boom. Products. Sound like the fucking pyro going off. Boom, 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 boom. Batista, freaking. But no, they're not becoming champions. They're not. They're not. Regardless, they're not. I think this is a pretty good standard way for Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio to build up and have a lengthy title run. Because if they don't have a lengthy title run, we're just going to put it on the Usos. Well, obviously, the Usos is my second choice. Obviously, I do love them both, but they are the second choice for becoming tag team champions. If it's anybody to beat the Mysterios, it is 2 teams. The Usos is number 1. Number 2 is Chad Gable and Otis. We haven't really seen them. We're just putting them in tag team matches. So I guess next week, we're going to see Otis versus Shinsuke. I don't know. I don't know. Really, I don't know. But too soon to put, if it's a title match, too soon to put it on the Usos. If it is not a title match, though, this is something to debate about, really. If it's not a title match, the Usos could just win, which then gives them a claim to go, obviously, to lengths of Adam Pearce saying like, "Oh, we beat the tag team champions. We deserve a tag team championship match, Oos. We do. We deserve that tag team title opportunity. Come on." You know? So like if that is the case, then I guess having them win wouldn't be bad. Or would it? I'm not sure. I just feel like we need to have the Street Profits face Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio first. And then SummerSlam or Money in the Bank, whatever that case may be, you could do whatever you want. But I think that even at Hell in a Cell, even if they want to go in a tag team championship match at Hell in a Cell, which I would believe is Father's Day. Let me just check. I think it is. I think it is Father's Day because we have, you have NXT's like, yes, it's the 20th of June, which is the 13th will be In Your House NXT, which I will be watching. I kind of like it. Starting to watch it now. Obviously, that NXT match. Oh, that NXT championship match. Loved it. Bronson Reed also coming out too. But sticking on here, 20th is Father's Day. So the Mysterios need to keep their championship, especially Father's Day, man. Come on. Can't have them lose. You can't go against them. It's a father-son team. So they're retaining their tag team titles if it's a title match, or the Usos are picking up a victory to then claim for the future that they will get a tag team title match down the line. But sticking with this main story, Roman Reigns is on the path to facing Jimmy at Hell in a Cell. That's probably what's going to go. But yeah, tag team title match, Dominic and Rey are retaining for next week. If it's not a title match, again, the Usos could win. Anybody's guess, really. Pick your guess. I don't predict SmackDown. I don't predict Raw. I predict pay-per-views. That's how I go. That was SmackDown. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys really think? Honestly, I really would like to hear from you guys. I need to talk to you guys. Oh, I need to talk about SummerSlam. So, they obviously gave us the shows that they are going to be having, but I need to talk about SummerSlam for you guys for a sec. Because SummerSlam is put into a corner a little bit here. SummerSlam is kind of, I don't know for SummerSlam. I don't know. I do not know for SummerSlam, really. What I do know, though, is that we got, where is it? Oh, they got a bunch of, super shows. So those are the, like, probably out in the area, those ones. So here's SummerSlam. So from WWE, yesterday they announced that SummerSlam will be taking place on Saturday, August 21st. My mom's birthday, surprisingly. My mom's birthday is the 21st of August. From a summer destination location. This the venue that they're going to hold it will be revealed actually on Belmont Stakes pre-race show on the 5th. So I don't know where it's going to be. I'm hearing Las Vegas as the place. But do mind you that if that is true, if it is Las Vegas that they're having SummerSlam, then that means that it's going to be controversial because of the fact that there's also a fight on Saturday of that same day. And kind of, I think if it's the same venue. There's other venues in Las Vegas, I know. But also, like, if it is Las Vegas, why the fuck is it Las Vegas? Because it makes no sense. They're literally in fucking Florida. So, like, that's a summer location. But they said it right here. Their words, from a summer destination location. Summer destination location. Where, like, name a few things. Like, name places where you could go for the summer. For me, personally, I think that the hottest places are probably the ones that are southern. Southern places are the hottest places. So that it includes Florida, I wouldn't be surprised if they go to Alabama. A lot of people in Alabama love wrestling, I think. Believe so. Texas, Arizona. This is probably the hottest, I think, over down there. California. That could be another place they could go. Like, there's just a endless amount of places they could go for the summer. Summer destination location. Like, where's that? They're in Florida, so like, there's one choice, but I couldn't tell you where they have the venue. I'd have to look on that like race where they're having the venue. Tickets for SummerSlam will go for sale on Friday, June 18th. This event will stream obviously live on Peacock in the US on W Network anywhere else you live, so that's good. But their plans for SummerSlam is just like chaotic. I don't know where they're gonna have it. I heard from WrestleMania. Yeah, WrestleMania. That's my source, one of my sources. That it stayed. Dave Meltzer, I think, or a Wrestling Observer said Las Vegas. I don't think it's if it is Las Vegas, we got some problems coming because again, there's supposed to be a fight on that day, and I believe in the same. If it's the same venue, well, then there's problems because this is weird from WWE to have it on a Saturday. So I don't know if WWE is doing doing SummerSlam on just that Saturday, or they're doing what they did with WrestleMania and having two split shows, because that would actually be pretty good for the summer. But I don't know. I couldn't really tell you. I don't listen to Dave Meltzer. I don't listen to I don't look at the Inside Observer. I listen to Watch Culture Wrestling, Pamela Productions, and WrestleMania. I get them all for my news. Any of some random, hot takes or anything, and then the ups and downs are obviously my favorites, I love those. So I couldn't tell you, really. I could not tell you where it's going to take place, but I am hearing that it's Las Vegas, Nevada, basically. It's a weird place to go for the summer, but if you want to go, poker chips, casino shit, like that's fine, okay. But I do expect to have the pay-per-view, and I do think SummerSlam should do it. The pay-per-view outdoors. I really think outdoors should be where the pay-per-view is held. Outdoors would be a perfect venue. It'd be outdoor, like a venue somewhere. Outdoors, please. That's perfectly fine because they are lifting the rule. Masks can come down outside. I don't know about in buildings. I think in buildings you have to keep them up. That's what I got. Especially with my school. But I don't know, man. That's plans for SummerSlam. In other news, they actually did WWE sadly part ways with the last commentator. So I think they're just having temporary commentators come in and then come out. But we are having a new commentator next Monday. They announced Jimmy Smith on Raw. Will do the play-by-play voice for Raw. Smith served as an analyst for NXT. He also hosts the pre-show NXT Takeover. And he actually also has a daily host. He's also the daily host of a podcast, I believe, Unlocking the Cage, and the host of American Ninja Warrior on G4. So he'll be next to Corey Graves and Byron Saxton. So this will be actually pretty good to see. We also have the one Hell in a Cell match, or well, not a Hell in a Cell match, but the pay-per-view match itself. Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley, which I think, predict would happen. Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair at Hell in a Cell for the Raw Women's Championship. Guys, I'm kind of stuck. As much as I am getting stuck at sometimes, I get stuck on these matches because sometimes there are two wrestlers that could go either way. Rhea Ripley could win. Charlotte Flair could win. I don't know. I have to see the story out, but the story looking so far, it just makes no sense. I have to read this whole freaking thing just to see who becomes the Raw Women's Championship based off of what it says and how the next coming weeks go. I want to say Rhea Ripley retains. And I'm going to do a thing like that referees do in football and NFL. They have like call in the field. Well, I'm going to have a call in the match. I'm gonna start doing those. So when I say call in the match, and I will say who it is. So for example, I'll say this. Okay, Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair, Raw Women's Championship. Tough to debate here, but I'm gonna have some time to think about it. Try to see which, plan out further ahead. What goes where, who goes, what's next for these women if they do win. But call on the match, Rhea Ripley retains. Call on the match. I will update you. I will update if I change my mind. But call on the match, Rhea Ripley retains the Raw Women's Championship. That's how it will be when on pay-per-view. How'd I do? pull it, Jimmy. It doesn't matter. So this is a high stake match. We got two things. Actually, they did put a Raw here. I want to talk about Raw for a little bit. Three things for Raw, actually. Three things. Drew McIntyre will take on Kofi Kingston. And the winner will face Bobby Lashley at Hell in a Cell, likely in a Hell in a Cell match. If MVP or Bobby Lashley get involved, Bobby will be suspended for 90 days, no pay. If MVP gets in the ring and distracts or does whatever, Bobby will still get no pay, 90-day suspension. Plus, a 90-day suspension, Lashley can't afford that. Logically, that's not going to happen. Lashley ain't getting involved. MVP is not getting involved. I wouldn't be surprised if WWE brought back Keith Lee. Like, having Keith Lee come back and freaking just enter the match and attack you. But then, people would be questioning where the fuck has he been for the past, few months. Last time we saw him was last Elimination Chamber. Actually, last time we saw him was actually on, I think, an episode of Raw. Before Elimination Chamber. We got Miz TV, and he's going to sit down. He's going to probably wonder where he's been. But, if I don't see zombie freaking Miz, I'm going to be pissed. Because last time we saw him, he got eaten by zombies. My motherfucker got eaten by zombies. He was piled up on. So if he doesn't have a zombie bite somewhere on his body, I swear to God, I'm going to be pissed. WWE's not going to do that too. They're not going to do that whole zombie shit anyway. But it would be nice. It'd be nice to actually acknowledge the fact that he fucking he got all tumbled by zombies. But he's going to sit down with Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair, have a good discussion with them, but they're going to fucking brawl, obviously. Damian Priest will come out and probably interrupt too, causing maybe a mixed gender match, guys. We're gonna have a mixed gender match. Fucking Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair and The Miz. Great way to have a mixed tag team match. Fucking unbelievable, Raw. I'm sorry, I don't know what you need new writers. I can be your writer, bro. I can set up some good ass matches for you. I swear to God, I could set up some great matches for Raw if you tell me. And I think it's because of the 3-hour show and the rematches. I would fucking get rid of the rematches. Use rematches wisely. Learn that, WWE. Wisely. Watch and learn. Look at what SmackDown is doing. Don't be copying them, though. But look at what they're doing. And then the third thing is that Shayna Baszler is going to take on Reginald 101. So maybe WWE is going to finally break up Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. That could happen, actually. Because we could get Shayna Baszler to be the next, get her back into the singles women's startup. Just have that there. Have Nia Jax, have Reginald on her side. Fucking have her be in the women's division, too. Have her be in the World Championship division. I don't give a fuck. Break them apart. I think I said this before. They really, really should have rotten the champions on their fucking case. They really should have just kept the women's championship on them, the rot. Just the rot. But to now put it on Natalya and Tamina is perfectly fine with me. Three more things before I wrap it up. One, NXT is going to hold a opportunity. So this will be the winner. We'll go and face Karrion Kross at in your house, I guess. Johnny Gargano versus Pete Dunne versus Kyle O'Reilly. If I was to make this match, like, who would win? I feel like either both. But remember, Pete Dunne and Johnny Gargano are heel. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a heel and a heel face each other, but Kyle O'Reilly's winning this match. He'll have some help from Bobby Fish, but he will literally win this match. Kyle O'Reilly will get another title opportunity. He will face Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross will likely win. But if Kyle O'Reilly does become champion, woof, that's going to be some surprising shit. But they literally just put the title on him, so why would they take it off of him, you know? They got a title opportunity triple threat match, so I don't know who's going to I don't know what's going to happen there. You also got what other matches I feel like we should have more matches for Smack. I feel like we should have more matches for NXT. They should talk more about NXT a lot. Let's see. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, well, we could actually see a 6-man tag team match on NXT. Possibly not confirmed, but possibly could see a 6-man tag team match. Bronson Reed and the tag team champions MSK taking on I forget. Spanish guy and his goons. Spanish guys and his goons taking on Bronson Reed and MSK. Don't know. Escobar, that's his name. Escobar Santano, I think his name is. I get it right? Is it? Let me check. Oh, Santos Escobar. He in 205, right? Right? Isn't he? Yes. Okay, so name flip. Sorry. Santino Escobar and his little goons. 6-man tag team match there. I hope believe that happens. Another thing. I will not be on Logical Podcast. Talking Logic will not happen next week because I'm graduating. I'm graduating on the 3rd. And my graduation party is on the 5th. That Saturday. So I will not be holding Talking Logic podcast. It sucks. It does suck. But I do know that I will have to discuss everything on my next video of SmackDown, maybe Raw. But, and yes, there's a but, I will try to figure out a way to update you guys on my thoughts and opinions and things about the WWE. But before I go, it's time to move forward. My thoughts on what WWE should do moving forward for Raw and SmackDown. Starting with Raw. WWE should not, and I say this with great gratitude, should not keep redoing matches. That's how I go to sleep easy. Good night. Once you redo a match, I go to bed. I go to sleep. CM Punk, hit him with a GTS. Done. Over with. Okay? No more rematches. Done with that. Maybe extend some title matches here and there. Like, you got Sheamus. You got the U.S. title. Open challenge. Do that shit. Like, you're not... Like, here's what they're doing. They're doing... Oh, Sheamus, hold an open challenge. Issue an open challenge. Okay. Sheamus, yo, come out. Come out and face me. Open challenge to anybody who wants to step in the ring with the Celtic Warrior. Okay, they step up. He attacks him mid-card and the match doesn't even fucking start. And the title ain't even on the line. Like, what the fuck is that? Extend some title matches. Hell, have the Raw Tag Team titles defended once in a while. You got AJ and Almas. No one's going to beat them. Maybe RK Bro. But that's what got me tuning in Raw. RK Bro. That's it. Nothing else. What else would it be? Maybe Sheamus and Ricochet Humberto Carrillo. But that's it. Really. Though that and fucking just that in general. So moving forward, don't redo matches Raw. Either get better writers or Stop redoing matches and defend some titles here and there. Because you're looking like shit. Should have never got rid of Paul Heyman. I'm telling you. Your show wanted to be good? You need Paul Heyman. Look at what SmackDown's doing. Paul Heyman on SmackDown, he's doing perfect. That's how SmackDown's better than Raw. Talking about SmackDown being a B show. Get the fuck out of here, man. It's the A show now. It's the A+ show. That's what it is. That's how bad Raw is. Raw is the fucking C- show. NXT is the B show. SmackDown home. SmackDown's the home. For Raw, Drew McIntyre is going to face Bobby Lashley at Hell in a Cell. I'm sorry, Kofi, as much as you did win, and I still feel like WWE still fucked you over again. I still feel like WWE should have literally had you face Bobby Lashley versus, you versus Bobby Lashley for the title. On that episode of fucking Raw. They didn't have to do Drew McIntyre versus fucking... They didn't have to do that. They just didn't. Kofi got a pin over the champion. Defend the fucking title. Defend it. At least Kofi gets his rematch. I wouldn't expect Kofi to win, but get the match over with. Drew's going to win. Drew is going to beat Bobby. Or Drew's not... Well, Bobby Lashley's going to beat Drew. Because if Drew wins at Hell in a Cell, oh my God, am I going to be so fucking pissed because he lost that shit at Hell in a Cell against Randy Orton. So to have him win it back at Hell in a Cell against Bobby Lashley is so fucking stupid. But no, Drew McIntyre is going to face Bobby Lashley just for him to lose. Done. Don't know about Rhea Ripley and Charlotte. If you want to go with the champion Charlotte, if you want to have Charlotte Flair as champion, put the title on her. What are you going to do with her? Really? Rhea Ripley could hold the title. What are you going to do with Rhea Ripley too? First, we need to set the seeds for Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. So maybe, and this is just maybe, if they put the title on Charlotte, they could get Nia Jax to put over Shayna Baszler, which would be so sucky. But you could have Nia Jax versus Charlotte for the championship. And this could also be counted for way back in 2020 when Nia Jax took Charlotte off of air. I don't know, it could happen. So I don't know about that match still. My thinking is that Rhea Ripley retains, but I'll give you my prediction when it comes around. When it comes around. For the United States Championship, I think Sheamus should take on Humberto Carrillo, or if Sheamus is worthy enough, I think it should be, and I think this would be actually, I don't even know if you could do this. Sheamus versus Ricochet and Humberto Carrillo in a handicap match for the United States Championship. Or why do that when you can literally do a triple threat match for the United States Championship? I guess we're going to have a bunch of fucking triple threat matches here and there. Triple threat. Yo, this is a triple threat roulette, man. Triple threat. Ooh, that's actually a good one. Triple threat roulette. It's like an AEW type fucking thing, man. Triple threat roulette. But no, like, you guys remember that fucking shitty ass pay-per-view Fatal 4-Way? Well, they should do the pay-per-view triple threat. It's a triple threat. Have a band just come up with a fucking triple threat. All rock music and shit. Have Rick Booze, man. Tag team champions. I don't know. I feel like Randy should take on Kofi again, or have Randy take on Xavier, or have a rematch. I don't know. Wait. I mean, I said no rematches, but I don't know about Riddle and Xavier. They had a great match together on Raw. They did. So I don't know. All I do know is that I guess AJ and Amos are feuding with fucking Jackson Rikers and Elias. So like, you should have Amos take on fucking Jackson Rikers, man. Come on, let the big man get into the match. Stop having AJ Styles always take over. Like, that's another thing. Stop that. Stop it. Let Amos wrestle. I want to see the big man in work, in action. Let it happen. For SmackDown, because I'm done with these people. Oh yeah, prevent Miz and John Morrison prevent Miz, John Morrison, and Damian Priest from feuding. Like, stop that feud. Please. Don't let it continue. Break up Miz and John Morrison. Thank you. Moving on to SmackDown. For Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso at Hell in a Cell. For Bianca Belair and Bayley, or you want to mix in Sasha Banks in there, get her on TV. Do something. Have the legit balls. Do something. Stop giving more airtime to Bayley. As much as I love her, you need some more airtime for other women. Look at the Riot Squad. For the Women's Tag Team Championship, I think the Riot Squad should be next. Regardless if they took the loss. They should get a title opportunity. Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio should defend it against, I don't know, Hell in a Cell. Street Profits. Or no. I don't know. Pick someone. Pick something. Pick a team. Any team. Could be the Usos again. Usos pick up a victory. Hell in a Cell. But that would make sense because they have Roman versus Jimmy. Roman versus Jimmy. So then do the street. So then do. I don't know. I don't know. You could do Gable and Otis, but we've already seen that feud. We need a new tag team. That's it. We need a new tag team. We need a new tag team on SmackDown. So, who are the superstars on SmackDown we can put on a tag team? I can't think of anybody right now. You let me know. Intercontinental Championship. Apollo Crews versus Kevin. Keep that going. I think that would be perfect for them. Obviously, we got Big E out of there. So that's good. So Big E out of the phase is good. It's better than half the shit. Goes on. So I should wrap it up here. Because I got things to do. Dad's gonna pick me up soon. I'm gonna probably we're gonna go to New York. So yeah. Keep it real, stay fresh. Not gonna be on next week. So yeah, keep it real.